Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Andor Season 1. Okay, now when I first heard that Andor was coming out, I was not excited. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I loved Rogue One. I think it's one of the better Star Wars movies that Disney has made. Force Awakens being the best one, then Rogue One being the next best one. So when they announced Andor series, I didn't even care, really. I mean, who wants to see the backstory about that particular character? But it's Star Wars, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And was it as bad as I thought it was going to be? No! This show was awesome! It's a show I didn't know that I needed. I didn't realize this was going to be about the beginning of the rebellion against the Empire. You know, and once it started going that direction, I was totally amazed at what I was watching. Now, a lot of people are going to complain that it's slow, it's not pium, 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 and lightsabers and stuff like that. I get it. I want that kind of stuff too, but we got The Mandalorian for that kind of stuff. This is the first Star Wars drama, and I didn't know I needed it. And now I need more of it. Now that this season's over, I need another season fast. Even though I'm not going to get it till 2 years from now. But I'm glad that this came along and I got to experience this show. Because I never knew anything about how the rebellion started. As much as I love Star Wars and it's my favorite franchise of all time. And I know a lot about the lore. I never knew about how the rebellion started. And now that I'm getting it, I'm loving it. I mean, yes, this show is slow-paced, but not like the Lord of the Rings show. The Lord of the Rings show is very, very slow and sometimes boring, where I never felt bored in this show. Every frame shot, every word of dialogue, all of it's relevant to everything going on in the Star Wars universe, and especially in the building up of characters. Let me tell you right now, Stellan Skarsgård as Luthen, amazing. He's got to win an Emmy for this. I think this is one of his best performances ever. I mean, when his character came on screen, I liked him more than I liked any other character in the show. This show is filled with great performances. It's well directed. It's well written. It's well executed. All the graphics look real and familiar and are awesome. But yes, this is a drama, and yes, it is slow-paced, but it's a lot of meat and potatoes to this show. Like, everything is relevant, and it builds up to something very exciting. I'm not going to give anything away, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I promise. But I have to tell you, Episode 6, I think it is, when there's this heist that goes on. It's like the first mission of the rebellion against the Empire that's of any significance. It's like the first big thing, and they're recruiting all these people, and it's kind of like an Ocean's 11 type thing. You know, they're trying to get these people together to do this big heist against the Empire. And the episode that is the actual heist, man, let me tell you, I had my heart beating. I mean, the score was incredible and engaging, and I felt like I was with these characters because the development of all these characters was so spot on. I felt like I knew them for a long time, and I felt for them. And it's just incredible, guys. I mean, yes, it's not a lot of action, and I'm telling you that right now. It's a lot of dialogue. It's kind of like the Game of Thrones of Star Wars is how I felt about it. And I know that's a bold statement, but man, you got to check it out to really understand everything that's going on. And it's worth it. It's so worth it, because when the action scenes do come, it feels real. You feel engaged in it. You feel like you're a part of the story. And that's what's great about this show. Yeah, I do like The Mandalorian better. I will say that. A lot of people are going, well, is it better than Mandalorian? It's better in a different sense, where Mandalorian is where you get your action and your pew 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 and your lightsabers. But in this, you get story. You get backstory on what's going on. You know, why the rebellion is fighting the Empire. And that's a big deal. I mean, because it's good versus evil. This is how good gets started. And it's so worth a watch, guys. So I'm telling you right now, if you're a Star Wars fan and you care about stuff like this, about, you know, the backstory of how the rebellion gets started, this show is for you. So, but if you're looking for, you know, lightsaber battles and gunfights and actual Star Wars in your Star Wars, you're not going to get it in the show. You're going to get a little bit of it, but you're not going to get a lot of it. It's really about character development and the building of this, you know, faction fighting the big supreme empire that's bigger than everybody, you know. So it's coming from a small place trying to get big. Man, this was very well executed. This entire show, every episode was just full of meat and potatoes. So, chef's kiss. They made a great dinner. So, eat it up, guys. That's my opinion. But it's not all about what I think. What do you think? Have you seen Andor? Do you plan on watching it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!